Hey everyone, this is Dan Ryckert with the first edition of Replay. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to take games that the staff has fond memories of and look back and see if time has been kind to them. The first one we're starting with is the original Twisted Metal. It was developed by Single Track and was released in 1995. And this was one of the first kind of big guns for the original PlayStation. They didn't really have a mascot or any big name franchises, and this was one of the first ones. And joining me is Tim Turi.
Hey there.
Nick Ahrens.
What's going on?
And Andrew Reiner.
Hello, Dan.
Hey, so we're going to go with Sweet Tooth?
I think we should start with Sweet Tooth. He's kind of the face of the franchise.
All right.
He was kind of the mascot there for a while until Crash Bandicoot came along for Sony. I mean, at the time, every console kind of had its mascot. That was kind of the thing people looked to. And, yeah, for a while there, he was kind of the face of the franchise, kind of a twisted face, but...
Twisted Metal.
Oh,
that was awful.
Yeah, it was about a year after the U.S. launch that they tried to kind of make Crash Bandicoot the mascot with all the commercials, and that didn't work out too well.
Let me just point out how fast you rip through the first character in this game.
I played a little bit.
God, Sweet Tooth would have been a way better mascot in the long run than Bandicoot.
You should have got an achievement for that one.
He's not quite as family-friendly a mascot, I don't think.
Well, not until like the third and the fourth one.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that.
I mean, obviously
Watch
there's
out.
some...
Whoa.
Is Darkseid,
Whoa.
that's his special, right? The spinny deal?
No, I think his special in this one was just like a really generic laser, but when he came back in black, that's when he had
You
the
got
ram
the ram.
attack. Yep.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So what was the spin? Was that a glitch or
That's
was that
a
an
glitch.
actual move?
That's amazing. That was more impressive than his special.
Yes.
So was
How many
that.
kickflips you can do with a van?
Do a flip.
All right. Yeah, in this one you actually had to collect freeze pickups. It wasn't just a button combination. Like that's a missile he had
Same
to
with the
shoot.
rear missiles and the mines. Yep.
They even had stuff like tire spikes that would make you go slower and oil slicks that never really came back in the series.
How do you think it plays?
It hasn't aged that well. I mean, you can tell as soon as you pick up the controller. There's no analog. Oh, well, I'm dead. Reiner, take a stab at it.
Oh, thanks. So gas is on...
Gas is square.
Square.
Turbo is triangle.
Oh, we had turbo.
And L1 and R1
And I'm
switches your
hitting the
weapons.
analog stick. Wow. That was embarrassing.
Huh.
All right, so...
You should try to kill something.
yeah,
A car.
There's a
That's
dog back
preferably a car. Can you kill the refs?
there. Yeah, you can run him over. See, there's the hover ref. He just died. And there's a dog right there. See him?
You just ran
hovering.
over a dog.
think I collected it.
It says in the instruction booklet that you can't actually kill the dog.
Oh.
Yeah, but the hover refs and everyone else you can.
They really had to clear that up.
Yeah.
Some nice texture work going on the walls here. A lot of variety.
Vehicle
No
damage.
repeats, really? I mean...
I like the background. It's just like a 3-color blur.
You know, it doesn't feel great, but I kind of like where they're going with the controls. Like, you could just kind of scream around corners.
It's kind of loose.
You don't really see that a lot in games anymore. Everything's really physics-based and based on realism.
And
And that was, you know, it's kind of a genre I wouldn't mind seeing coming back, just because these games are fun.
What? Speaking of physics,
the X button is actually like your handbrake. It's a quick turn.
oh, that awesome
Look at
Sweet Tooth face went away.
Right into my death.
Quick turn to dead.
And
that was
we'll hand the controller to Nick here.
The old
All
red
right.
screen.
Where'd Yellow Jacket get some health?
Yeah, this one didn't have health pickups. It had those stations that... I don't think they had them again until Black. I don't know if they had them in 2.
Yeah, I
guess
know
we'll see.
Black had them for sure. I don't remember their appearances in the rest of the series.
Yeah, 2 was just icons, and some of them would be full health and some would be partial.
I love the speedometer being the biggest thing on the HUD.
I just love the Sweet Tooth face. It's always looking at me, like, into my heart.
You got the fire missiles as the standard for the series.
Oh, come on, Yellow
Does
Jacket.
anybody remember the special weapon on this level?
This did not have one.
That started in 2?
That's when they started having more of the environmental attacks. Yeah, I don't think they had any in this, actually.
Sweet Tooth's mouth
Whoops.
looks like a boomerang.
I can't figure
Oh
out.
yeah, go
the
back to the
turbo-
pause screen there.
Hang on, I need a little health here.
Yeah.
Oh, remember
Password.
passwords? Yeah.
Nice.
Pad option.
Yeah, Yeah, this one actually introduced a lot of the series favorites. It had Mr. Grimm, Warthog, Thumper, Sweet Tooth, Spectre. Who else? Yellow Jacket was in a bunch. Roadkill.
What was the what's the Lamborghini that lasted once?
That was Crimson Fury.
Yeah.
He actually came back for Head On. That was the PSP one.
Oh, that's right.
The only one that didn't make any more appearances, I think, was Pit Viper, and she was kind of the same vehicle as a Grasshopper in 2, just that little like dune buggy.
Grasshopper was all right.
Pretty weak, and her special wasn't too great.
But for just like cruising around and exploring the city.
No.
You're going to die soon.
So is Thumper.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Wait.
Well,
Ah.
I don't even get to
with that,
play.
we should move on to Twisted Metal 2.
Single track, like right out of the gate with the original PlayStation 1, they had Warhawk and Twisted Metal and Jet Moto.
They were kind of the rock stars of the PlayStation 1 for a while.
Seriously.
They hit the ground running with this system.
Look at that awesome intro.
Oh, man.
As much fire as possible.
I want to blow up
Paris
the
is
Eiffel
kind
Tower.
of
That had the Eiffel
yeah,
Tower,
Paris gotta
weapon,
have
right?
one.
Or
That's
the
happening
environmental
today.
disaster that can
And
mess
the
up a
Louvre.
bunch of cars.
This is the one I probably have the most fond memories of.
Oh, man.
Twister.
There he is.
Axle.
Oh, man.
Look at his
Is
face.
he 2D?
Yeah, look at the texture on
He
his
is.
face.
Oh yeah, he totally is. Wow.
He is so
Duke
happy.
Nukem's brother,
All right.
Mr. Slam.
Oh, no.
Or you could just grab people with him and just take them to the edge of a cliff and just throw them right off.
He kind of got redesigned Augur, right?
Augur was
Augur's
the drill
3
guy
or
in
4,
3,
yeah.
and then in Black they had the like dump truck full of rocks.
Yep. Shadow.
Shadow was cool.
Hammerhead.
Wow. That's 2 guys. All right. Just like in the first one.
Yep. Outlaw 2.
Outlaw 2.
Why did they need a 2 after that?
They made her a
one?
babe.
So the exact same special attack.
So
too
he
as
died in the
one.
first
So-
one, Outlaw, right?
Women are 2. I don't get it.
I don't remember if Outlaw died in his
Warthog. With the Patriot missiles.
Awesome.
He's the zombie general. Grimm.
Grim comes back with a new
They
motorcycle.
shouldn't have gone to artwork for the characters. They should have kept the pictures of
People.
actual people.
The developers.
I actually love the art style on this one. Like the endings were really great.
Yeah.
The first one had really horrible text endings that replaced some
Thumper
really bad
returns,
live-action
almost no
ones.
changes.
Yeah.
Man, the cast is fantastic in this one.
Spectre, one of my favorites.
Thumper
Speed is
had the
key.
most. I thought Thumper had the most devastating special attack. It was
All
that
right.
flame attack.
You have to
that
be
was just-
Axel.
All right. That's fine.
When you do Turbo, I remember it.
So
being
is Sweet
awesome.
Tooth not available?
It's
right
up
away?
L1 triangle right is the code for Sweet Tooth, and then L1
Right
up
here?
down left is Minion. Yeah.
Man.
Up L1 triangle right. Scroll through. You should see him.
There
Yeah.
he is.
Wow.
That is
That's
the same
That's
car,
a
pretty
brain,
much.
people.
Oh.
L1 up down left for Minion.
Yeah, he does always look at you. It just,
All right. Let's go with
creepy.
Axel just
We'll go with
because he's
Axel.
amazing.
Car info.
Oh, that's right.
The man has wheels for arms. And a cobra across his
Yeah.
chest. What's happening there? So what were some of the big changes to 2 coming from the first one?
It was the big one for gameplay was the button commands. Like instead of the freeze missiles, it was left, right, up on the D-pad, and instead of like having to pick up mines, it'd be right, down, left. So that really helped out with those, and it just had a lot of bigger levels and more things that could happen, like blowing up the Eiffel Tower. They actually said in the documentary on the extra twisted edition of Head On that I guess it was a French gaming magazine came to check this game out, and they saw the Eiffel Tower burning and were just terribly offended. And that's when Jaffe and the team decided they wanted to blow up more like sensitive landmarks. So that's why I can blow up the Statue of Liberty. And some
The
other
freezing.
things.
I hate the freezing.
There's an actual thing there though. It's not you don't just turn a tint of blue.
Yeah, that's nice, but it's been like a half hour. All right.
There's a noticeable
All right, hit
difference
the-
in graphics.
hit
They're
the
much
turbo.
better already.
Yeah,
Sharper.
Yeah, similar
Whoosh.
arena to the level we were just playing in 1.
kinda. Yeah. If you want to blow up the Eiffel Tower, you go to the base of it.
course
there
I
should be a
do.
remote mine,
Over here?
and there's mimes you can kill too.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, there should be a remote mine at the base right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then switch to that and go in that teleporter. Yep.
This little ditty. All
Yep,
right.
it's L2 to place it, L2 to blow it up, but get out so we can get a good view of it.
All right. So right
Yep.
here?
Go in that teleporter. No, you have to lay it actually in the tower.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
What
It's going to be another half hour now.
what a terrible person. Wow.
what just happened?
That
He
was
lost
just-
an arm,
He
apparently.
lost an arm, yeah.
It must be French. I don't. All
Okay,
right.
lay it there, and then get out of there. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that works.
All right, well, I'm getting out of the tower. Here, I'll pass it back to you, Dan.
All right. Oh, it's blowing up right now. Okay, so now you can actually go in, and it opens up another part of the level.
I don't think he blew it up.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
I
Right
see.
there.
Perfect.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry, Tim. You blew it up.
Yeah, I did.
Frozen. Oh, they got the little menu. That's almost like the precursor to the dial menus that are so popular in shooters now.
Oh, man.
It's not the default, though. You have to, like, hold select and hit down to activate that. And then up,
Still
left
the
is jump.
speedometer there.
Yep.
I don't know what
Still.
that serves.
Did they add the jump command to this one?
Yeah, you could. In the first one, you could pick up catapults, and it would actually launch into the air. But I mean, you would never use them for anything. This one, you just hit up, left on the D-pad, and you'll do a jump.
Note that the
Right
trees explode.
It's Paris.
I
That's
mean,
what
yeah,
happens.
they have that problem there, I heard.
They did it back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a mime to kill. No, that's an artist. I'll kill him. Right there. Use a fire missile.
Look at the draw distance. Wow.
Good choice.
I like the scream.
Yeah. Oh, and then this was the Louvre. We can go in here and towards the Mona Lisa. Yeah, and it would actually tell you a code that would unlock, I think, the Jet Moto level.
Oh, wow.
I like
Yeah.
to point out how awesome the music in these games are.
Dan,
Squealing
Dan
guitars.
Brown's crying right now.
Yeah, see? Up, down, L1, R1. I think that unlocks the Versus level from Jet Moto.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then they had other things like that, like in the New York level, if you fell off a skyscraper at a certain part, it would tell you the code for Sweet Tooth.
It's weird. How do they know that was behind the real Mona Lisa? It's confusing.
There must have been a R&D trip out to the Louvre.
I mean, I'm thinking that's the only
Some
possible
solvent.
solution.
That's where Dan Brown really got the idea.
Yeah,
He played
exactly.
Twist Metal 2. He's like, brilliant. Now, the cool thing about 2 was it allowed you to play the neighborhood level from the first game in multiplayer, but it was the whole level. When you played neighborhood in the first game, you got kind of a small version that kind of sucked, but the single-player version was huge and awesome, and they had like drunk Santa Claus out on the lawn and stuff like that. And in this one, you could play the whole thing with your friends, and that was a turning point for me and my buddies.
Oh yeah, like the was this the one with Hong Kong in it too?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
I
final
remember
level.
just selecting that and doing 2-player and just exploring it. It was huge. It was like one of the first like open world kind of experiences I ever had in a game, just roaming around and exploring.
Well, it's the same level where you fight Darktooth, which I remember just being like a massive last boss for a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
And everyone thought he was playable, and I think the only way you could do it was through Game Shark.
They removed the map in this one, or the radar system.
You can turn it. That's rear view. There it is.
There
oh,
it
there,
is.
okay.
Hacks.
Mr. Slam.
Yeah, I remember that map system being just vital to how you played the
Oh, yeah.
game. Like, you
Oh, yeah.
always looked at that.
Especially when there's like one guy left and you have no idea where he is.
And you need to go weapon collect and avoid them.
Yeah.
You go bunny hop up and get yourself some help. Nope. Never mind.
All right, we just put in Twisted Metal 3. Now, this was the first one that Single Track didn't develop. They actually passed it over to 989 Studios, so that's why this one isn't remembered quite as fondly as the rest.
I think 989 developed like 1 million games.
They're all so different too.
All right.
We'll have Nick at the controls this time.
That's right.
Oh, God, look at this.
Wow. Oh, the crazy granny driving the...
Terrible.
Okay, here we go.
We'll just skip that.
Oh, the backwards loading bar.
I think this is the first loading bar we've actually seen.
Yeah. The first game had no load time at all.
Yeah.
Probably
2
because it was
really
like
brief.
80 megs total.
Oh, God, look
yeah.
at this background. Jeez.
It's an attractive
Difficulty
title
Twisted
screen.
Metal.
CPU Al, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
There we go,
God.
Augur.
Is that my uncle? I can't. All right.
Club Kid.
Look at that guy.
Look at those, it's like a raver. Look, he's holding like a magic ball.
I wonder why he didn't continue through the series.
Fire starter. Aw, flower power.
Yes.
Mr.
Scorpion?
Grimm. He looks kind of nerdy. Yeah, this
That was
hammerhead.
Hammerhead?
Yeah, sure, the old lady. Outlaw was the girl and the boy. Okay. Oh, roadkill. It's who does that look? Chris
Definitely.
Christopherson. Spectre. Thumper. Warthog. All right, I'm gonna have to.
You got to go Christofferson.
What was Thumper's special?
Kind
there?
of
It
looks like
wasn't the
Sloth
flame.
from Goonies too.
Thumper special.
Yeah, it's always been the flame, but look at that thing.
Yeah, it's the base.
That's stupid.
some base.
man.
With some roadkill.
Yeah, it's like Sloth and Christofferson together.
All right. Wow, smooth.
Okay, now how many seconds until you flip over onto the top of your car and can't get over? That's what this one was notorious for, is the physics were so terrible that I don't know with roadkill and these type of cars if it was as bad, but with like the bigger top-heavy ones like Sweet Tooth, every time you took a sharp turn, it would just turn over onto its head, and you'd have to kind of wait to respawn.
It's like driving a bathtub.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it feels like.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
There it is.
Oh,
The car just disappeared, and that's their solution. Wow.
I like all the neon lighting everywhere with no noticeable light sources.
This is when they got Rob Zombie to do half the soundtrack too, and then I think it's in 4 you can actually play as him.
Yeah, and if you these old
Turbo.
PlayStation discs, what you could do is put them in your CD player and actually listen to the music.
Whoa. I thought that was a shield, not a teleporter.
I wish we could still do that.
Well, they didn't audio compress everything. They just put them in as actual CD tracks,
Oh wow.
which probably took up most of the space on the disc.
What kind of weapons do you have?
Oh,
here?
speed missiles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could.
Can't you just rattle those off?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is in Hollywood again,
Napalm.
isn't it?
Boom. Oh, I started him on fire. And the fire in this one, yeah, well, my health is burning down.
That's a turbo to
A
get it
little
off.
damage over time.
Rain missiles. How does that work?
You shoot him, and then you fire it again.
Okay, so that's
Boom.
Awesome.
That's like what they did with the napalm in Black, where you would shoot the gas can is what they called it.
Yeah, where you detonate it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
gas
people
cans
didn't
were
like this
awesome.
game, but some good ideas came from it, definitely.
Right.
It just didn't play well at all.
No, I can. It's seriously like a bathtub. Like one of those old clawfoot bathtubs.
Right.
Big
so
heavy one.
Like if you could drive that.
Yeah, like if you could drive a claw-footed bathtub is what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
Right.
The nice ones, though.
Those are expensive.
I can't believe I haven't died yet. Roadkill is always good for that, though. He had a lot of armor.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. In the first one, Roadkill was like a army colonel or some kind of.
Whoa, what
Why
is
is it
happening
dancing?
there?
And in the subsequent ones, he was always just some homeless guy.
There should be health, yep.
There we go. There's full health, I think.
And I just drove right past it. A little excited with the turbo.
God.
All right. Got my nice, well, not shiny.
Is that mortar?
Yeah, or artillery or something like that. There we go.
Okay, how do those work?
I think they're just like the napalm. They just kind of blast off.
Okay.
So why did Single Track quit developing them? Did they went on to do Rogue Trip for GT? Did they end their publishing deal with Sony at the time?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that worked because they lost the Twisted Metal name, and their next one was, I think it was Critical Depth, and it was touted as Twisted Metal, like with submarines, basically.
Oh,
Like,
that's right.
On the front of the box, it says like from the makers of vehicular combat.
Well, let's take a look at that. I'm really bored of this game right now.
We can pop it in. I
This
don't know.
isn't good.
Let's pop it in. Let's check it out.
Have any of us played Critical Depth?
Nope. Let's just pop it in. I probably did back in the day, but
All right, we'll put it in. All right, well, we just popped in Critical Depth. This was Single Track's next game after Twisted Metal 2 was a huge hit. This was actually the year after Twisted Metal 2. And I have not played this game, and I know a lot of us haven't.
I have.
How long do you
time
think
ago.
it's been?
Pretty much since it came out. Critical Depth, with the Oakley logo.
Oh,
All
no.
right. Some fish.
That looks horrible.
Missions mode.
Ahoy,
We'll just go to a
matey.
battle
No
mode here.
landlubbers
No
allowed.
landlubbers. Already here, Tim.
Yeah, I'll take my
Ooh.
leave.
Oh,
high
wow.
scores.
We'll get creative and do a B.
You're no
Oh, wow.
AAA.
Ab.
There's nothing AAA about this game.
Nice.
You haven't even seen it.
Right
All
there.
right.
All right.
There we go.
Ooh,
The CIA.
It's a manta ray.
I'll have to actually select the next
Oh, wow.
button. Wow.
Soviet diehards.
The French. And next. Dr. Apocalypse.
That's rough.
Look at his hair. What?
Order of
Old
Nishrak?
Nishrak.
Wow. Oh, we get a shark. We got to be the
That's
shark.
a dolphin, I think.
Come on.
That's a shark.
That's a shark.
Captain Cutlass. It's like he's in a neighborhood. There's a fence behind him. It's an airplane. Wow. It's a pretty
Joe
big switch. It's
Scullion.
just a dude.
Skull.
Oh, wow. Professor Armstrong.
Wait, did he have a lightsaber?
Kind of, yeah. They just keep going. Okay, we have to be the shark,
Let's
though.
do the
Shark
French.
/ dolphin. Team Earth Hope.
Yeah, get Scullion in there. Joe.
The Baja Gulf. The Red Sea. Oh, we gotta do the Pacific Rim.
Rim.
It's just every single track game has some destroyed version of LA.
And, oh, here they go.
LA is just overused in video games. LA, New York. Every once in a while we get Chicago.
Chicago's in there.
What's been in Chicago?
Resistance.
Resistance 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when are we gonna get
Wow.
When are we gonna get True Crime Jacksonville, Wyoming?
So obviously water
wow.
is blue.
Oh, I got analog controls. I can't figure out how to move.
Okay, it looks like your weapons are you have 2 supers, 2 Nidos, 2 piranhas, and 2 shakers.
That looks exactly like.
So it's dual
Chisel.
analog.
It's dual analog.
Yikes.
You should use a Nido missile.
I don't think I have regular machine guns. Nope.
Does it
You are a shark.
does it indicate depth at all on your radar, or is it just blobs?
I think it's trying. Is it a
Enemy?
bad guy? Oh,
No
nope.
speedometer, right?
Um,
Or is that a speedometer?
I think that's a speedometer.
What?
18 knots.
Yep.
Full steed. Hard to port.
Are they trying to do the landmark thing with this too, or not?
I can't find anyone to fight. Here we go.
All right.
So this is what
Oh.
Ken Levine played before he played Bioshock. Or created Bioshock.
He said a mine.
Fish.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Is triangle turbo in this one?
No, triangle shield.
Oh, weird. What's your super attack? Should be L1 to switch, yeah. Is it baby dolphins? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's baby dolphin missiles.
Or
This is-
sharks, right?
Sharks, yeah.
You can
I
shoot
think
your
it's more of a
own young
shark.
at the enemy.
Yeah. This is compelling
What is happening?
combat.
Why is a
like
pirate ship underwater?
A robot dolphin spasm.
Can you hear that?
That's how you play
Video
Critical
games.
Depth.
Oh, I think I'm frozen.
All right.
I can't
No,
even
I'm
tell what's
dead.
All
happening.
right, we
Okay.
should move on.
Yeah,
That was,
let's move on.
that was
Try a
exciting.
rogue trip.
Rogue
Yeah.
trip.
All right, we just put in a rogue trip. Apparently, critical depth wasn't a huge hit for single tracks, so they went back to what they know best. And
I wonder why.
this is vehicular-based combat again.
It's more of a like a redneck tone, I think, right?
Yeah, I love the cover of that game. Just fat guy in the Hawaiian shirt.
Yep.
Running from an explosion
That's how they do that.
from the million-selling developer of Car Combat.
And we can't forget the competitor all along, which was Vigilante 8.
Wasn't bad. I didn't think the first Vigilante 8 was bad.
Are we
I liked
going with a post-apocalyptic thing here? Oh, the old tricycle shot.
Oh, yeah.
The back makes a point to mention that this features the music of the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones.
Oh,
That's
so
what I think of when I think of car combat.
yeah, apocalypse and ska music.
Wow. Looking pretty dismal.
So when the nukes drop,
Hey.
the Mighty Mighty
Oh,
Boss
man.
Stones will be playing. Wow, this guy Smiley's chin.
What?
I'm sold. Let's play this game.
Yeah, I think this one actually had a mechanic to where you actually had to pick up
This
fares,
is the most
didn't you?
unreadable screen I've ever
Oh,
seen.
geez.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh, and this had 4-player. This would have been the first one in the series to do that. Or in the series. The genre, I guess.
I don't know what these mean.
No, didn't 3 allow you to use the multi-tap? I thought so.
I think we got the box here. Let's see.
All right.
No, you gotta be that thing.
Clearly they answered a sweet
The
tooth
meat
here.
wagon.
This is Hannibal Lecter
Yeah,
in
look at that.
Wienermobile.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Destroying Angel.
Well, that's a good idea. Drive around a fuel truck.
Awesome.
What the?
That's War Dog.
Biohazard, nice.
It's like
Okay.
a thumper.
What is that?
hybrid?
Does he have Mickey Mouse ears on? I'm
I think he does.
confused.
I think
Or
that's his
Leia
hair,
hair.
though.
Oh, looks like Leonard Nimoy. All right.
Wow.
Looks like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Bitchin' wheels.
Whoa.
This
We'll have to
isn't
blur
PG
that out.
anymore. Yikes.
Guess I can use that word in my writing now if they can use it in the video game.
Rock and rule.
It looks like he's from 30 Rock.
Gator bait.
Nice. What? All right, we're going with
Wagon.
Wagon. It's necessary.
What was the concept? Like, it's the apocalypse, and these guys are all fighting for cab fares to make money. Like, I remember reading there was a mechanic to where you'd actually have to earn money in this game by picking up fares.
Yeah, here it
Looks
is.
like who
Oh,
we're
there
getting
it is.
have to explain to us.
Whoa. So I guess you just run over people?
Merconomics.
Oh,
Wow, textures.
Jeez.
Well, let's go ahead.
Another LA level.
LA level.
X-Lax.
Can't
I
live
see what they
without
did
it.
there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Did Black have an LA level, or was that even set in America? Was that like a fictional?
I think it was just a big wasteland.
Yeah. Oh, you got an alien.
He's a tourist.
Oh, you
He's
just
visiting.
raised your dog.
He's not here
This
to
is,
hurt us.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You probably need a turbo to get the fire off you.
Wow, that's
Just wiggle that dog
that's pretty
around.
awesome, actually.
This plays exactly like Twisted Metal. This is the same thing.
That's not a really useful special attack.
No.
I bet
Can you
it's-
like hold it in to do something else, or?
You got some serious
Oh, come on.
particles.
Yeah! You
That's how
blew
we
him
do
up,
that.
too.
So if you hold it in, does
Get
it stay?
Yeah,
up?
it raises and then you can hit it again and
Oh, okay.
you'll give him the business.
Oh, so he's got a tourist.
Oh, so if you
Those.
kill him, you get it.
I just jumped into his
Nice
fire.
rainbow-colored fire there.
You got your hot dog attack.
Nice. I'm gonna hit him with it. That's the plan. Oh, it's playing.
This doesn't really seem like a apocalypse setting. It seems like this airport's
I
doing
blew
really
it.
well for itself,
I know.
even with all this combat going on.
LA doesn't look so good in the background.
No.
Looks like it's becoming an
The
industrial
airport's
wasteland.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good run. Hand it over to Dan here.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drive the Wienermobile.
Plane's taking off on schedule here. We got two of them on the runway there.
Sweet. There's no analog. Okay, there we go. It's got analog now. Let's see.
Like it's going to help you.
Wait, how do you go forward in this one? Oh, it's square, but if analog's turned on, you can't use it.
You
for
probably
some
have to use
reason.
the right stick to drive forward.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hate that.
I think this is the way I saw LA the first time I got off a plane at LAX.
All right, I'm going for the wiener attack.
Snake Plissken style.
That's right.
It's
It is
just
suggestive.
so strange.
Wow.
They just really went
Dan
for
really
it.
likes this game.
Oh, snap. You got wienered. Tourist.
My wiener has a first name, and it's Death.
Got one more.
One more pun.
Yeah. Let's hear it, Tim.
Nope, not happening. Not on cue. Oscar Mayhem.
Dan is the wiener.
Yikes.
Oh, this is going nowhere.
Just shooting planes.
Oh, you just
now.
took a plane
Oh.
out.
Whoa.
Wow. Jeez. All right.
Let's end it on that image right there.
Yeah, right there. Fade out. All right, we're putting in the final Twisted Metal entry on the PlayStation 1. This is the Twisted Metal 4, and this was the last one made by 989 Studios. And it was a little improved over 3, but still couldn't touch 1 or 2.
Wow. It's old timey.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. Good call.
That's enough of
Sepia.
that.
Gross. What's with their backwards loading bars? Orbital. Pizza Boy.
Not
Captain
sold on
Grimm.
these characters so far.
Mr. Grimm, he got upgraded, a little promotion to Captain
Promotion
Grimm.
to Captain.
Wow.
Calypso. Oh, he's
Hey.
driving himself around now. Quattro. I'm gonna have to be Quattro.
That's right, because Sweet Tooth took over.
Goggle eyes.
Confused.
Sweet Tooth was in charge of the tournament this year, and Calypso was just like a participant.
That was basically Dale Gribble's
He
truck
also got
from King
General
of the
Order.
Hill.
Microblast.
Oh, wow.
Trash Man.
Trash Man.
The Joneses.
Yikes.
Drag Queen. Mr. Zombie.
Yes,
That's Rob
yes.
Zombie.
That's
Yeah.
Rob Zombie, right?
You have to
Check
drag
his info.
Drag it.
Yeah, we'll check out Rob Zombie's info here. Oh, yeah.
Dragula, of course.
Yep.
He writes the songs. He writes.
Yeah, we'll have to we'll be the celebrity here. This car is terrible looking though. What? Do you see that? Rocket to the right and then back to the left.
What a tease. Load times got progressively worse through the games.
Yeah, they really did.
The graphics stink. Well, I got a little bit sharper.
What's your zombie special attack?
Use it on a guy.
Trash man.
Kind of a
Different
little
controls.
neon road from the future.
Whoa, that's right.
Demon skull.
Would have been better if it was a flaming guitar.
It's possibly the most generic thing I've ever seen.
Look at the fire.
Oh wow, it's like
Use
4
your turbo.
frames.
This thing is really slow. Yeah, there we go. Turbo boost.
Nice.
Good sense of speed right there.
This actually looks worse than Twisted Metal 2 graphically. I
Yeah,
think it does.
honestly, this is definitely like one of the worst looking besides 1.
There's just kind of this haze over it, like it's just darker, not really vibrant at all.
They took a step back with the freeze animation too. The whole
The
car is
controls
just blue
are
again.
frustrating with the analog on.
The 2 had a nice cartoon look, and this just kind of lost that.
Yeah,
I
just
see Trash Man.
just
I
bland.
don't know, who is that? That's just a car. No.
No, that's.
That's Trash Man.
These buildings are the most uninspired gray walls.
Can
that
you
I've
get
ever
into
seen.
any of them?
There's got to be something with them. They always had like crazy environmental stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't seen a door anywhere yet.
Wow, yeah, this looks
Obviously,
terrible.
there's trash.
Jeez. Yeah, if anyone's played Head On the PSP or the PS2 port, it actually kind of returned back to that Twisted Metal 2 art style, and it just looks so much better in this.
It isn't.
Yeah, that's a good
Head On
game.
is actually an extension of 2.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the launch
Oh.
PlayStation portable games, I think.
Yeah,
It's a good game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a great game.
Wow, that freeze animation does look terrible.
just stutters.
Yeah, what am I tweaking out there?
Yes, good shot. God, these are terrible characters.
They are
was like-
super bad.
If you didn't like Twisted Metal for its combat, at least you could enjoy its quirky characters, and it just threw
And
that out the
endings.
window. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you wanted to beat the games with every character to
Yeah.
see what happened.
Yeah.
As soon as Jaffe and Single Track were off the project, it was just terrible. Proximity mines.
Just basically unleashed everything at once. there.
Yeah, this is actually worse than I remember it.
This is not fun.
Well, he hasn't ended up on his back.
That's true, yeah, they kind of fixed that because everyone complained about it in 3. but-
Unlike the franchise.
This car feels like it's made of molasses, though.
So we went from the tub to molasses.
Well, now
Yeah,
this is a tub.
It's a tub
filled with-
in or filled with molasses and driving in molasses, with a guy eating molasses
in first gear,
in first gear,
up a hill,
a molasses hill.
frozen molasses.
That might actually work.
Right, that'd be like a really viscous thing.
I don't know. I think frozen molasses might actually slide pretty good.
Is that
What
Warthog?
was that?
That was Warthog. He looks
Yeah,
terrible.
no, that's General. Yeah, General Warthog. He got a promotion.
That is a
This
dumb
looks like
thing.
a parallelogram.
Looks like a ramp.
It's a driving parallelogram.
Parallelogram combat.
Whoa. Oh, that's right. The jump.
Yeah, you can't get into these buildings
180.
from ground level. You have to like fly up.
Oh,
there
here
or
we go.
something. Oh,
Okay.
maybe yeah.
Whoa.
It's kind of like the
I'm
Hong
still
Kong.
not
that had
seeing
the
any.
subway.
I'm still not seeing any doors.
Oh, it's got rear view.
Are you drunk?
Oh God.
Oh man. Oh, I gotta recover from that one.
Let me tell you, the physics in this game are awesome.
So if we had to rank them in order of quality from what we've seen here, what, 2 is the best?
Obviously
Two.
and then
Two,
probably
one.
1, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Or-
just a toss-up between this and 3?
I don't know. I kind of like the wiener action from Road Trip.
Oh boy.
3 is better than this. Much better. This is.
Really?
Oh yeah. With all its faults, this is just. Oh
Whoa,
hello.
Look out.
Wow, you're gonna go after that.
It set my turbo off for me. Thank you.
Wow.
I mean, 2. Everybody obviously loved Black as well.
Yeah,
But,
Black
I think
was
2 for its day and when it came out was the one that really kind of moved this series forward.
All right, well, that's it for our first edition of Replay and our look back at the Twisted Metal franchise. Feel free to let us know in the comments kind of your memories of the series as well as any future games you'd like us to cover on this segment. And thanks for listening.
I kind of like the wiener